We are very much happy and privileged to host all of you, being the international organization, which is legally based on the charter signed at the moment by 29 countries. We have very multi-stakeholder international board on which Mr. Teplan is also sitting. Right now, you are in one of our premises, which was generously donated by the state of the Hungary. We are sitting in our throughoutly retrofitted and renovated conference center, which is intending to be zero-emission building. We are using solar photovoltaic panels installed on the roof of this building. We are using geothermal, then intelligent lighting system, very energy efficiency, ventilation and air conditioning. So all those things are supposed to result into zero emission. And just as a curiosity, you are sitting in the biggest solar power plant in Hungary, which does not mean that it's indeed very big, but unfortunately Hungary does not have very many solar power plants. So that's our contribution to the environmental problems with which we are faced, and actually that's the part of our mission. We were established almost 20 years ago, and on this map you can see what's our main beneficiary area. So that's Central and Eastern European countries. The history of this organization started in 1990 in Hungary, and very soon we extended our activities in Bulgaria, that time Czechoslovakia, now Czech Republic and Slovakia, then Poland, Romania, and former Yugoslavia, which was disintegrated and now is consisted of several new countries. And also you can follow how we extended our activities in a main beneficiary region. We used to say that we are offering various solutions. We used to be used as a tool for transition, later on accession, and currently we are intending to be a tool for sustainability. Although we are offering various solutions for environmental problems, it's a big question, are we able, the Regional Environmental Center, to offer solution for double crisis with which we are faced at the moment. At the same time, we are faced with economic crisis and with a climate crisis. I'm not going to read out all these bullet points which I listed. Even maybe you'll not agree with all those bullet points which are highlighting and illustrating the economic crisis, which started with global imbalances. We witnessed bubbles in the housing market, followed by credit crunch, the drops in stock market valuations and house prices, and unfortunately at the moment, a deep and most probably prolonged depression. At the same time, majority of experts do agree that we are faced, and as well as general public, that we are faced with the climate crisis. The rise of the average global temperature is obvious. And it is also obvious that all significant problems which are reflected in a so-called climate change are caused by various human activities, starting from the emission of so-called greenhouse gases, mainly CO2, carbon dioxide, which caused gradual increase of the average Earth temperature. On this map, you can see the prediction. This map illustrates what could be expected in the Europe. So just now focusing on the Europe by the end of this century. And most models do agree that we can expect average increase of the temperature of between 3 to 4 degrees. That increase of the temperature can cause very many implications in various sectors. At the moment, I highlight on the impacts on ecosystems, because that's the topic of my introductory presentation. What will be the economic consequences in a losses of ecosystem services out of which all of our societies, either in Asia or in Europe, are benefiting. It's more or less obvious that increased temperature and climate changes will cause a gradual increase of species which will become extinct. Then coral bleaching, species shifts across their habitats, as well as significant ecosystem changes could be expected. Many regions of Southeast Europe, so this particular part of Europe will be particularly vulnerable areas to the climate change. You might draw out some similarities with some regions of Asia at this very point. I'd like to highlight mainly the southern regions, then Mediterranean basin, mountain areas, coastal zones, and densely populated floodplains. I do hope that now you clearly see very many similarities between these regions of Europe and some regions of Asia, which most probably will be severely hit with the consequences of a climate change.